What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Jump in the Pool podcast. It's your host, Josh Samuel, here with Brice Lionati, Gavin Tolson, and Joel Samuel. So, all right, guys, let's jump right into it. So I have something to share with you guys right now. So you know how you're not supposed to put Q-tips in your ears? We talked about that like for half a second in last video. You guys know how you're not supposed to put Q-tips in your ears? So my dad, he wanted to clean his ears, but I said, Dad, can we get like a professional ear cleaner? Because Q-tips just ain't doing it. They're just pushing the dirt into your ears. He was like, yeah, let me get one of those things that you like put it in your ear and you light it on fire.
Burn it. Oh.
He ordered it and it was supposed to come in today. All right. Can you guys, this is what he bought.
No, you gonna try it?
No, these are rolling papers.
Oh my
You
god.
bought
No, you have to light one side and put one in your ear. No, I've seen that before.
These are rolling papers.
It says raw.
These are rolling papers. They're not for your ears.
Not me.
Your dad ordered rolling papers.
Because so I was getting all my stuff from my room to film this video. Like I was getting my charger, the mic, like everything. And I was walking downstairs and all of a sudden I hear, Joshua, come here. So I was like, oh man, I'm in trouble. I did something. And he goes, can you read that? And he gave me the wrapper, or the thing. And I started reading it and I was like, raw, natural, unrefined rolling papers. And my dad's like, yeah, like, what am I supposed to do? Where are the instructions? I was like, Dad, this is for weed.
Step one.
Wait, for your ears.
So was it about time that I told Dad to buy that?
You told Dad to buy it?
You told him to buy it?
I was the one who was helping him buy it. Yo, no. We looked up earwax candle, like ear candle, like whatever it was.
On Amazon?
Yeah, on Amazon. And it only came up with candles, right? Or Q-tips.
Wait, I want to go on Amazon right now. What did you type in?
Earwax candles.
Look up earwax removers. You don't need to look up candles. Joel, you know what we're all thinking right now? Stay off the weed.
No, but it didn't just go through me. It went through my mom as well. And she's like, yeah, no, those are the ones.
These are obviously not the ones because these are rolling papers. I can tell you that.
So
No, I'll give Joel the benefit of the doubt. These are what they're supposed. This is what you thought you were getting. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Nah, it's too bright.
Hold on.
move it closer to your camera and then slowly pull it away.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like it.
All right. You hold that up, and I'll grab one of the rolling papers. So it's very similar, right? Except one you smoke. And
Yeah, one's for reefer.
Yeah.
Hey.
One's now legal in New Jersey.
For
21 and older. But
I mean, if you're not going to use it, I can if you want. I mean, if you're not gonna
Shut
use
up, Joel.
Joel,
yeah.
I could sell you an ounce of oregano right now, and you would not know the difference.
True.
I just don't know how
I
they
know the smell.
mix that up.
I know the smell of weed.
I actually thought it was very fun. I was holding this.
Oh, it's really funny.
No, I was dying.
So what are you gonna do with it?
I don't know.
No, but who knows? Maybe it does work.
I mean, I could
Yeah,
try.
I'll try it. I'll try it. Bring it to my room and give me a lighter.
Nah,
You're gonna
that's
light your
when
head
your
on fire.
ear catches
My
on
dad
fire.
was looking for a lighter, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, like I just need a lighter." I was like, "What? Like, is this part of your sermon? Or are you gonna like light something on fire and then sing like another in the fire or something? I don't know." And he was like, "No, it's to clean my ears." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And now looking at these rolling papers, like,
That's really funny.
no.
You know what I thought they were at first? You ever seen them cookies that have the chocolate in them? They look like straws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love those. It looked like those a little bit. Yeah, it did look like those a little bit.
Wait, do you guys remember? Is it just me and Joel that had these like the cereal straws?
Oh no,
I
the
had
Fruit
them
Loops
too.
ones. Yeah.
Bro, me and Joel used to just eat those things. First of all, we didn't drink milk as kids that much, right? Because I drank coffee and he just drank like juice and stuff. But we would just,
No, wait. How old?
we were like 6.
7
Wait,
months.
I still drink milk. I still drink out of a bottle. I didn't stop until like second grade.
Joel, we know you still drink out of a bottle.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that's my baby bottle with my formula in it. Please, can you give it to me?
With my formula.
Excuse me. We want to play full court, and I was just wondering if you could put my bottle over on the bench for me.
No. Can we do that? I'll dress up like in a man diaper.
That'll be a vlog.
If you want to.
That would be a vlog. That's a vlog
Sure.
right
It'll be a
there.
very funny vlog. You know what
We're
else?
not doing. We have to wait till summer because it's hella cold outside, and I'm not going bare
Nah,
legs.
bro, you gotta do it when it's cold.
It's the best time
No,
to do when
that's a
it's cold.
punishment itself.
Because
I'll
it's
do it.
cold, you do it when it's cold.
I'll
No,
do it.
Cold ain't fun. Ain't nothing fun about cold weather.
All right, let's have a debate about this: cold weather or hot weather. What
Hot
kind?
weather.
It depends.
No, I mean, Bryce, you're a hockey
Depends.
fan, so you can play like ice hockey in cold weather, though.
Oh no, like hockey and football are fun in the cold, but just the cold weather itself. Like I'm not sitting there in June going, man, I can't wait till it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take hot over cold.
Yeah.
But what about this? So when
Here's
you're
the thing: you can easily cool yourself down, then warm yourself up. Because if you're hot, just go take a cold shower.
that's
But
how you,
like if
Yeah,
you're
but then
cold,
if
you
you're
would put
cold,
on-
just go take a warm shower.
No, but alright,
Yeah,
but
but-
even putting on like more layers, it's still gonna take like quite a bit of time to warm up. But then there's like some places you can't like warm
but
up. Like
put on more layers
you can
because
wear socks, but your
can't
feet are still gonna be cold.
everything.
Yeah, but there's something about from like May to like early October, just walking outside and it's super nice out. You can walk around like in your backyard with like no shoes, 'cause it's nice and warm. Like a pair like basketball shorts and a t-shirt. That's all you gotta wear. Like it's so nice with the hot weather.
Actually, when I was a kid, I never wore like shorts and like short sleeves and stuff because I was always ashamed. Because first of all, one, I was always super skinny, right? And I didn't like.
Yeah, I had that same problem.
Yeah,
You
obviously,
did?
right?
No.
No, I was joking. Yeah, Joel. No, one is because I was super skinny, right? And it just looked weird. And number two, I had this scar on my knee that I got. We had a glass dining table that my parents got for their wedding. And me and Jessica were finger painting on it, right? I was showing her how to finger paint.
Hmm.
And I went to go turn around to like wash my hands, and my knee, there was like a piece of broken glass. It like cut my knee open.
Ooh.
And I was just sitting there like crying. And Jessica was laughing at me. I was like, Jessica, go get
Stupid Jessica.
And this is like, I was like my dad just came home and he was like, oh my gosh, what happened? And I was like, oh my God, I wish mom was here because she was a nurse, right?
Hmm.
And then right then she showed up and I was like, oh, God definitely knew this was going to happen and sent my parents to come home early. Yeah, but they wrapped my knee up and I was like one of those girls that have the knee brace on forever after they injure their leg once.
Oh yeah, they
my
hurt
God.
themselves in
I
the fourth
know
grade and they're
one.
wearing it at graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was perfectly fine, but I pretended to have a limp. People must have thought I was pimping or something the way I was
Like when
walking.
Riley broke his arm and all the girls had to help him.
And
Exactly.
signed it.
And what?
And signed it.
Yeah,
How do
they
you think-
signed his cast.
Do you get like your cast wet while taking a shower?
No.
Or like
I
would
have
they
my
like
cast
cover it?
from when I broke my finger in second grade if you want to see it.
You still have it?
Yeah, let me grab it.
Because like, do
Why?
people cover it or just like get it wet and like like yellow?
You're not supposed to get it wet.
Yeah, they
Because it would
probably
stink.
like,
It would stink bad, I imagine.
No, it's not the whole thing. It's just the part that they cut. This is from the second grade. I broke my
Nice.
finger playing basketball.
The Phillies logo and the Flyers logo, I thought it said PEDO for a second. I was like,
Nah.
who signed
Who signed this? My grandmother, my boy Kyle Nellums, my old neighbor. Shout out to Kyle. And yeah, the Phillies logo and the Flyers logo. I don't know.
When Brice was talking about his neighbor, I thought he said my boyfriend. I'm like, hold up, pause.
Nah.
Speaking of old neighbors, right? So, as you guys know, some of you know, I didn't move to Logan until I was like in the fourth grade. Coming into the fourth grade, that's like the first time I came to Logan. And so before that, I went to this place called Wyncote Elementary School, right? And oh my gosh, I kid you not, this is how big my old school was. Let me look up a picture. But looking back, it definitely was not this big. But
Oh, it definitely wasn't.
it was a huge school. Like, it makes Logan look like a dump, right? Because I went to school.
well, because Logan kind of is.
I went to school with a bunch
They're
of
rich though. Logan has money. Wyncote doesn't really have that much money.
No, Wyncote has old money.
Where was this?
Jenkintown.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Josh, you gotta like talk so I could see your, screen bigger.
No, you know
I
what the
knew like
problem
the
is? It's an
outside.
Android.
Hey,
No, no.
Like milk
my
was-
hand is bigger than this.
There we go.
like-
There we go. There we go.
You, Gavin. There you go.
Damn.
And
That was
that's
in
my,
elementary school?
that's my elementary school.
Why
Or
is
what
it
was
so
the high
big?
school?
No, in the elementary school, keep in mind, it went from kindergarten to the 4th grade.
Kindergarten was
That big of a
yeah.
school?
They might have like done something and just like expanded it, but when I went there, it was only from kindergarten to 4th grade. And the
For
thing,
real?
so back in Wyncote, the 4th graders used to go on field trips like all the time. Like every 2 weeks, you'd go to the pool, you go like here, there. Every other grade would have one field trip, 1 or 2 field trips a year, right? Like maybe to the zoo or somewhere. I left right before I got the chance to go on all those 4th grade field trips.
Instead,
Then
you
we
did the hoedown.
Yeah, then we come to Logan, and Logan has like no field trips whatsoever. Literally 0 field
Nope.
trips. The closest we had to a field trip, I think, well, we had like the 8th grade trips and the 7th grade trip and the 6th
Choir
grade.
trip and band trip.
Yeah, those trips, right? But other than that, like we did the square dancing thing. Me and Joel did that. Joel did that like 1 year, right?
Oh, that's cute.
1 year.
Yeah, and he picked me, and his partner was like my enemy at that time.
It was a kid.
Was it the girl that beat you up?
But she's my enemy.
Joel, she was a 1st grade kid.
No,
Yeah, the
like
girl that beat him up, right?
no. Josh, no. Yo, you stuck me in for the.
Here, you brought up field trips. What is your all-time favorite field trip?
Definitely
Got it, I got it.
funny.
I would like to go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Gavin.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know we're raising hands, but
It's Zoom school.
Hey, go ahead.
No, all right. Kindergarten in Miss Kaneen's class. We went to I think it was like the Philadelphia Zoo.
okay.
Yeah. And it was when they had like they built like Lego animals, and
Oh yeah.
when you went to each animal, they gave you a card of like the animal or whatever. And I made sure to get every single one just because I wanted all the Lego animal cards. Took them all home, lost them. Sad day. But that probably is my favorite field trip. I've never been really on field trips.
This is school field trips, right?
Yeah, kindergarten.
Yeah.
No, it's like, does the question only pertain to school field trips?
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
want your other
Yeah.
field trips, you can if you want.
Like summer camp field trips?
Oh no, you can do that too.
I
Summer camp field trips as a counselor is it's a whole nother level of.
Yeah, but
can
some of
be-
them are fun.
Sometimes it can be fun. Well, I haven't gone on one because when I turned 18, we started not going on field trips. But I can imagine it's not. It could be as fun because like you're older and stuff, but like you also have to watch over a bunch of kids.
I got lost. We went to like the Flyers Stadium for like summer camp.
We went
And
to the Wachovia Center.
I don't know where we went. Anytime I looked up, I got lost. Like the group went on. Anytime I looked up, just like to look around my surroundings, and then the group just left. I'm like, oh great, I'm lost. So then there's little Joel standing on a Flyers logo. It's not like on the ice or anything, just like a Flyers logo on the bottom. And like he has no idea what he's doing, so he's just like spinning around.
I could just imagine you just looking up and just.
That's where I look. Yeah.
He might have been on the ice.
It wasn't iced at that time though. We got to be on the court. We went to the locker rooms and all that too.
No, why my group was too small, so we didn't get to do that.
Yeah, we went into the locker rooms. We went into the areas where like, if you're, say like your family came or whatever, but they didn't want to be with everyone else, they was in this like small bar area. We went to the top of the stadium, like all that cool stuff. What about you, Brice?
I mean, my senior trip was a lot of fun. That was one of my favorite trips ever. Does that really count as a field trip though? Because that's like a whole week.
I'll kind
That's
of
a cool trip.
Yeah, I'll go on my senior trip because the first night, my boy Mike's out on the patio. He wanted to call his grandmother to tell him that everything was all right. And we locked him out on the patio for like 45 minutes. He was falling asleep, and one of our roommates clocked him with a pillow. That was a sight. He cut his foot in the Lazy River.
That was then.
Oh yeah. No, that was a really fun trip, and it was cool because like it was my first
I would call it a vacation because it was a week long. My first vacation, like without my family, I just got to do like my own thing. So it was cool.
For me,
How about you, Josh?
I'd probably say I didn't get a senior trip, so I'd probably say my junior trip to Busch Gardens. That was probably one of my most favorite like field trips because a lot happened. We went like bowling and stuff. We went to Busch Gardens and we went to the water park. Every time I hear Beach Boys like Surfing USA, I think back to like
The great
when we
song.
had to run on the hot like ground at the water parks. First of all, whoever designs these water parks is evil, right? Because you know you're gonna have a bunch of barefoot like kids like running around, but the ground is like so hard and
Hot.
you like hurt your feet when you run.
Yeah.
Like you just make it smooth. Well, anyway, keeping on the topic of favorite trips, what about your favorite memories from trips? Any
Um,
easy stories? Anything interesting that happened? I mean,
Yeah. All
you
right. So 8th grade trip. When we went to Dorney. It was me and my friend Angelo, and me and him, we don't do roller coasters. We don't really do like rides that much. We do
Oh, you
like a
don't do
little.
roller coasters?
I don't do roller coasters, not at all.
I don't
So
do like height-based roller coasters, like the sudden drops. That only goes up and down. I don't do those.
I just don't do any at
Gavin, you're
all.
the guy that watches the book bags.
What?
You're the guy that
Yeah,
watches.
you're the bag boy.
Yeah, I'm the bag boy. I'm proud to be the bag boy. I'm proud to hold everybody's drinks and bags and you know. But we our group, everybody else went off road rides. We went to the arcade. And since it was like a trip, there wasn't a lot of people there, it was just other schools. So it was
Mhm.
completely empty except for the one worker. He saw me and him walk in and we looked over and we could just like see it in his face that he was already annoyed with us just by walking in. And we played a shit ton of games to get to 1,600 tickets, and we spent them all on Airheads and Jolly Ranchers.
Mhm.
That's a
And
dream.
they were each like 10 tickets each. So he had to sit there and count them all out, and we just filled up his book bag with Jolly Ranchers and Airheads, and he signed our shirts, and then he was like, I don't want to see you guys in here again. And we were like, all right, and then we left. It was pretty cool.
You filled up your book bag or one of the 10 book bags that you were supposed to be watching?
We filled up the
Ooh.
one book bag, yeah. Yeah, the other book bags, they weren't mine, of course, yeah. Couldn't open them, they're not mine.
What about you, Bryce? I know you have a bunch from your senior trip.
Yeah. One that was really funny was we were in Universal on the second day, and we finally found a ride that everybody wanted to do because a lot of my friends from school weren't roller coaster people either, and it was a flume ride, like a log flume. So you're gonna get like soaking wet on it. And I had just bought these new pair of Nikes like a couple days before the trip, and I was not ready to get them soaking wet. And I'm like, oh, I can't. I asked like, can I just take my shoes off to wait in line? They said no, you gotta have something on your feet. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Why not have
And,
socks?
huh?
Does socks out?
They
you
meant
gonna
like flip flops or sneakers or
Ah.
something. But I don't get why. But that's beside the point. So I'm like, all right, I'll just find a store. I'll get like a pair of like slides or flip flops real cheap or something, and then I'll just keep them because they'll be universal or something, just like a souvenir. So there's a store right across from the ride that's all SpongeBob themed. I'm like, oh, awesome! I love SpongeBob. I'll go in here. I'll find something. So I go in. I think I still have the flip flops. I'm not sure. I find a pair of flip flops. One has SpongeBob. One has Patrick on it. And Mike had the same problem. He just got new shoes too for the trip, and he wasn't gonna wear his new shoes. So he's like, I'm just gonna get these flip flops too. All right. And I'm thinking they're like, I was fine with paying. I knew it was gonna be a high price because you're in an amusement park. I'm paying like $10, $12, because I'm gonna keep them. You know, it's a memory. It's a souvenir.
Mhm.
So I go up to the counter. They ring it up. They say $29.99.
God.
I'm like, what? Yeah, it's $30. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? And I wasn't gonna fight with the cashier because they don't set the price. They're just working. There's no reason
Yeah.
to. $30. Now I'm really thinking like, do I really want to do this ride? This ride's gonna cost me $30 basically.
I would.
I was like, and yeah, I did. I bought them because I wanted to get on the ride with my friends. Like
It's the
it's
log flume.
memories.
It's more about the memories than it is around.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this. But it was worth it. Like, it was a good ride. I still have the flip flops, and it's something fun to talk about. Mike bought them too.
The same pair.
Yeah, they only had the one kind.
What about you, Joel? You got any crazy stories? We have a lot of crazy stories from Florida trips. I mean,
Yeah. No, not really. We talked about me slapping the guy's butt, but that was basically it.
that was a field trip, school field trip.
Oh, well, you said trip. You didn't say school. Oh, school field trip. Well, no, not really. We almost spot like this another school, like two guys from another school.
Nice.
About what?
So it was 8th grade field trip, and I'm with this group of kids. So it's basically I'm technically like fifth wheeling. All right, so it's like two couples, one couple that's like not there yet, but like they
Mhm.
both like each other and everybody in the school knows it. And then there's me. Then I'm with like the boys. Yeah, I'm with the boys, all right, and their girlfriends went off. But like one boy doesn't like roller coasters, so he just went off with the girlfriends. And then we go on roller coasters, and as we are going on, they're like across the park, and two guys just hit on this one girl, right? And then she's like, "No, thank you. I have a boyfriend." Blah blah blah. And they just would not leave her alone. So then, as we come back, right, she tells her boyfriend. That boyfriend's like, "Yo, I can't repeat the words, but he's like, yo, try that again, and I will knock you out," right?
Yeah.
And then things get started heating up, right? I'm like, all right, it's not that important. Let's just leave. It's like it's not much to cause a fight about because like in the end, he wants your girl and you have her, so it's like it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Joel, you were like 13 when this happened. Who's hitting on 13-year-old?
No, they were another.
Tony Lopez. Yo,
They were
Tony
another
Lopez was
middle
on your trip.
schoolers. They were middle school. It was another middle school, but
Tony
like,
Lopez went on your school trip.
Yeah, dude, how come you didn't say Tony Lopez was on your trip?
I don't know.
He was
All right,
getting
all right.
we paid while he was waiting in line.
I'm getting really anxious. Okay. I
Or
really want to talk about this Jake Paul and Nate Robinson fight.
oh,
We'll get to that in a little bit.
I really want to talk about that.
Let's continue with these stories because I know we have a lot. I mean, the three of us, me, Joel, Brice, we've been on some trips
Yeah.
together to Florida. And speaking of the SpongeBob, the flip flops, are those the ones I threw up on, or was that your R2D2 shoes?
No, you know what you threw up on? The Nikes that I wasn't trying to get ruined on my senior trip.
wait,
Yeah,
those are the Nikes?
I just bought this new. This is now the Florida trip was like a year and a couple months after my senior trip, which was also to Florida. So by that time, I wasn't too worried about them getting messed up. But yeah, they were like a good pair of Air Maxes that I had.
Oh, those are Air Maxes? I thought you had like
Yup.
those black and white dots running shoes.
No, those are my just regular Nikes.
Well, for those of you that don't know the story, I'm pretty sure you've heard the story, Gavin, but we went to Florida for a fine arts trip, which is pretty much like we went for like a skit, like a children's lesson. It was like a church event. And
Mhm.
when we got into the airport, we were hungry, so we went to go eat food, and the place of choice was Popeyes. Now looking back, I don't know why we chose Popeyes, right? Well, first of all, the boys really don't have any say in what we eat or what we do or whatever. We just
Chickies and Pete's right next door.
I know it was me, Joel, Nate, and Brice, and everything like pretty much anything we said that trip is just like we were outnumbered like 4 to like 13. So
It was a suggestion or a comment. It wasn't like an option.
yeah, like we could say something, but it wouldn't matter.
We had to watch Hairspray instead of Batman.
U.S. elections, it doesn't matter. So this is what we ate at Popeyes. I foolishly decided to eat shrimp, and I saved my shrimp because I wasn't totally hungry for the flight. So like I ate my shrimp probably like 30 minutes to an hour after we bought it, and that night I was feeling like very nauseous. Like me and Joel went to sleep, and at 2 a.m, I think I woke up and just booked it to the bathroom and just started violently vomiting. And I didn't really tell anyone that because I don't want anyone to worry about me, right? Plus people will probably be like, oh, he's just being over dramatic, whatever, right?
I would never.
Not you guys, I know
I
you
wouldn't.
would, but I just don't want to say anything. Why not? Like, why would I? It just happened once. And the next morning, I was feeling nauseous again, right? But this is also because I didn't have coffee in the morning, and I've been drinking coffee since I was like
3.
in preschool. Yeah, since I was in preschool, I've been drinking coffee. So I didn't have my coffee, so I'm addicted to caffeine. I'll start throwing if I don't have it. And I didn't eat that much of a breakfast, but I told them if we don't get coffee in me, I'm gonna start vomiting. And they're like, oh yeah, it's okay. Let's just wait a little bit. Let's just wait a little bit, right? It's like, okay, I guess we can wait. Then I'm like feeling like nauseous. We get to the park and we were trying to go on the ferry. And I was like, Pastor Justin, like, there's a thing here. Can we get it? He was like, oh yeah, like we'll get it right when we get over because this is like I don't think they'll have coffee at this like small booth or whatever, so we can go. So we get to the ferry and there is the longest line I have ever seen at the ferry.
It was so hot that day.
It was so hot and we couldn't even get in the shade, right? So I'm like nauseous. I'm hot.
Dehydrated.
I think I was about to die. Like it got to the point where I couldn't even stand up anymore. Like I would have to sit down wherever I was standing, right? Like and we were so close to the ferry. I was literally at the railing and I sat down and I was like I turned into like I was meditating, like sitting there. I was like, God, please don't let me throw up. Like God, like just let me hold it down. Don't let anything happen to me. And then all of a sudden, like I tap Joel, Brice's, and Nate's legs, and I say, guys, I think I'm gonna throw up. And they're like, okay. And then I pause for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna throw up. And I jump. I like hurdle. Like I was like sitting down facing this way, right, from the railing. I jumped, spun around, pulled myself over the railing and just started vomiting, right? And in my mind, it sounded like whatever, right? But apparently I made no sound whatsoever. All you heard was the vomit hitting the concrete. And everyone on that trip swears that the vomit hit them at some point. First of all,
I know it hit me.
I believe that it hit you. I could believe it hit Joel. I could believe it hit Nathan because you guys were surrounding me, like, right? And I jumped a good bit over this railing, but everyone's like, oh yeah, it got on me too. Oh, it got on me too. Like, really? I really doubt that it got all over. Like, it got like 3 feet directly behind me. I don't think that happened, but.
It didn't hit me. I just touched it accidentally.
It's like the magic bullet with JFK.
And listen to this. I threw up, and the conductor of the boat saw that I threw up. He
You
looked
threw
at
up on
me.
shoes, basically.
He looked at me and then turned around. Like he didn't even let me like get on the boat early.
He was gonna call Mickey.
So then anyway, we get into the boat, right? And keep in mind, we were in the shade in the ferry, and right when I hit the sunlight, I like lost every single brain cell possible. Yeah. Like everyone's like, "Come on, Josh!" And like so, like I'm sitting here, and then I get into the sunlight, and I'm like, and I'm like literally like doing this, like in the sunlight. I think Joel or Brice had to grab my arm and pull me into the boat because I'm just sitting there like. Then I like sit down and I'm like sitting on the boat and everyone's like, oh, like I'm nauseous now too. He threw up. Shut up. I'm the one who threw up. Doesn't matter. Anyway. And I'm just sitting there feeling myself. And eventually like it got to the point where it was hard for me to walk. So they had to push me in a wheelchair out of Disney.
Like Paul Pierce.
Yeah, except I threw up. I didn't have to poop.
Here's the thing, though. We know the girls didn't get hit because they're not responsible or mature enough to handle getting thrown up on. Because if they got thrown up on them, they would have started screaming or making like a big scene just to make it about them.
Joel, that's a very strong accusation.
I can back it up though. Jessica ran 2 feet beyond what she was supposed to run. They ran for like 15 minutes. You had a piece of drywall stuck in your shoe, right? And it sounded like a big fart.
Yeah, it sure did.
We laughed for 2 minutes straight. A good 2 minutes, like hard laughter. We stopped and then did our thing. But the girls laughed 15 minutes just because Jessica doesn't know where to stop. That's basically all it was. So it's like they always try to act like they're mature enough and things for that. But like serious matters, they're not mature. If they got Josh is thrown up on them, they would have started screaming or making a scene, trying to make it about them now. But they didn't do that. They would be like, "Oh my gosh, Josh, are you okay?"
And so my back the entire time. Bro, I should have got I would have had the coldest picture in that wheelchair. Like I wish someone took a picture of me.
There is a picture I told you.
There is, yeah. I hate going on the ferry, bro. I'd rather go on the tram. That is
I think Cheryl took a picture of me pushing you uphill.
Yeah, you're like I do remember you going, okay, lean back. I'm just like
Oh yeah.
Right.
Remember we're on the monorail and the thing's turning and you just start moving.
Yeah, no one decided to lock the brakes on my wheelchair.
I wasn't pushing it,
The
so
monorail turns,
Yeah,
and
nah,
I
I'll put
go,
I'll
like,
put the hand up on that one.
I like beeline like backwards for the door, and it looked like a Renaissance painting. The way everyone reached out and grabbed like me.
everybody who could react.
Yeah, everyone could react, and I'm still just sitting there like mindless, like I'm a vegetable. I'm just like,
But we did get to go back the next day, which was nice.
yeah, for like 4
But Josh didn't get to have fun.
Yeah, I couldn't do much. I mean, I was nauseous.
Wait, what did you not do?
I just didn't go on Space Mountain. That was it.
Oh my God, you didn't go on Space Mountain.
Because the line would have been much shorter if Josh was there. But no, we felt that line. If Josh was there, it would have been much shorter. It would have been a lot funner. It would have been better for the
A
wait.
lot
Not
funner.
fun.
It would have been better for the wait.
Yeah, I would have done something funny. I would
You
have.
got-
You went on Aladdin though.
Huh?
You went on Aladdin.
Yeah, I did go on the Aladdin. Usually, I do have problems with those rides though. The rides that spin me in circles, I always throw up during those rides. Did you want to say something, Gavin? I'm sorry, did we cut you off?
No. I was just giving myself a fist bump. I was just I haven't really used Zoom that much, so I was just, you know.
Shouldn't be using it for school.
No,
Just
we
outed
have
yourself,
Teams, we have
homeboy.
Teams.
We're using Microsoft Teams
Yeah.
because we're cool.
That's good.
I can share my screen.
Yeah, I gave everyone all the permissions. Don't be doing dumb stuff because I'm still recording it.
Yeah, we know.
You can edit out.
Tells me right in the corner, says recording.
What about you, Brice? Any other memorable moments from that trip? I mean, a lot happened during that trip, especially
Yeah.
from Guy's end. Like we did.
Our room got taken over just so they can play Minecraft.
On
Alright,
the
it's
Florida trip,
Minecraft
you're
then.
saying you're asking me?
Yeah.
Well, I had a really good football and somebody lost it.
We played with this kid, and just keep in mind he was an African American male, and
I'm not even worried about that. I'm worried about somebody who lost my football.
yeah, listen
He
to this.
wasn't younger than us either. He
Played
was like,
football with us, and he was really good. And he's like, "Where are y'all from?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're from South Jersey."
Jersey.
And he goes, "Oh, really? What kind of rappers y'all like?" And I was like, "Oh, like Meek Mill, Oozy." And he goes, "Bro, y'all like Designer?" I was like, "Designer? Designer?"
Hey.
I can name 2 Designer songs right now: Panda and Timmy Turner. Those are the only.
Yeah, that's it.
Those are the
Actually, no,
only.
he had
from
one on
Designer?
like Mad.
You know, I've never heard Timmy Turner.
I've never heard that. I
Timmy
didn't even know Panda was
Turner.
from- I didn't even know Panda was from that. Like Designer.
Panda's not bad actually.
No, it's
Like,
not.
It's
If you're in the
catchy.
right mood, it's a good song.
That's why he made the 2016 XXL freshman list.
And
Yeah.
Panda's sampled on Life of Pablo.
What?
Panda, the song,
Yeah.
it's sampled on Life of Pablo, the Kanye album.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, I don't listen to Kanye.
The best video on YouTube, the best cipher of all time.
Dude. That's American history, that video.
What, 2016 Oozy?
Yeah. Oozy.
Oozy,
Let me ask you this.
21,
Who had the best
Kodak,
verse?
Kodak.
Lil Yachty, and Denzel Curry.
Who had the best
Who-
verse? Denzel Curry had the best verse.
Denzel Curry, that's right.
Exactly.
Hands.
See, I hate how people. Okay, so 21, he doesn't have a top 3 on that,
Who?
but
21.
21.
Yachty's verse was
it-
really short. That's why
But like
I would knock him.
listening to it, like kind of like Bryce said, if you're listening to it in the right mood, like Panda, you're like, okay, this is kind of heat because like just some of the lines,
Right.
That's
some
him.
of the bars that 21
Oh,
spits is kind of
and out of soda.
So
30
wait,
to your face, 60 to your face,
it's Denzel,
90 to your
Uzi,
face.
21,
That's a closed case.
Kodak.
Huh?
Who am I missing?
Kodak definitely had the worst.
Uzi,
Yes.
Lil Yachty.
Kodak definitely had
Oh, Lil Yachty. Yeah.
I feel like Lil Yachty, if his was longer, it would have been better.
You
His was
think?
just
Wait, you
too
think
short.
Lil Yachty's was better than 21's?
I think it was
No,
good.
okay, listen. It goes Denzel, Uzi.
Okay.
I kind of like Kodak's, not gonna lie. But like, I'll go like no. I'll go Lil Yachty, Kodak. No, Lil Yachty, 21, and then Kodak.
Denzel, Uzi, 21, Lil Yachty, Kodak.
Yeah,
Denzel.
or just what's it called? 21 and just what's it called? Lil Yachty were flipped.
It's just I like 21's verse. It's really catchy. The best part about his verse is Yachty and Uzi's ad libs though.
The ad libs make it. If there were no ad libs, or if like their chemistry wasn't the way it was, nobody would really be talking about.
And that's the thing about that whole year
Yeah,
was we can sit here and talk about. We can make a bunch of different rankings for who was first and who was worst, and you can agree with about 70% of them.
Yeah.
In some way.
As long as
It's just that deep.
number one. Because he definitely had hands down the best verse.
Yeah.
Having to go first, especially. Uzi's verse was really good because he incorporated like everyone's name into it.
yeah.
Plus, I think Oozy had definitely the flyest outfit. I liked Uzi's outfit.
I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, he had the jean jacket with the Pokemon character, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a crew neck guy, so Denzel with the green crew neck was really nice to me. He's got the Miami. I think it was a Miami Hurricanes one, wasn't it?
Jordan hoodie on.
Huh?
Yachty had was it Jordan and Supreme? I know it was a Jordan.
I think so.
And 21 Savage was dressed like Superfly.
Yeah, but wasn't there like another group from that year, like Lil Dicky and
It was Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak, and Designer.
Yeah,
that's right.
But
And
Designer
Lil Dicky carried.
Anderson .Paak's not bad either.
I love Anderson
I would
.Paak.
call
I love
myself a
his.
fan.
I love him.
But then you get to like the past 2 years ciphers. I don't know if 2016 was just that good or if the new ones are just that bad.
2018 was kind of bad. The only good part about it was JID and Ski Mask, the Slump God. Those are the only two that were good.
When did
The
X
rest
do
was
his?
awful. What?
When did X do his? That was like 2017, right?
X was 2017 with like Kyle and Playboy Cardi.
His was, yeah.
Name is the one that did Caroline.
Yeah. I liked Kyle's. Kyle's was pretty
verse
good.
was actually really good. I kind of like. I like Kyle's verse, and another one was A Boogie's verse. I really did like A Boogie's.
A Boogie's was.
He stinks.
A Boogie's was okay.
I liked it. It's
You don't like A Boogie?
Nah.
Why not?
His
I don't know.
really
It's just like
bag. Listening to A Boogie will just like.
everybody's got that artist or a couple. Like you really don't have anything against them. You just don't like their music.
That's me with like Kanye. I don't have anything against Kanye. I just don't like to listen to Kanye.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Dude, I'm the president of the Kanye fan club.
I don't know. It's
Joel,
like
you're on camera.
Kanye and I don't know. I don't really listen to A$AP Rocky either.
Okay.
I don't hate him. He makes good music. I just don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really listen to like any of the A$AP's music. Only Plain Jane.
Yo, how about The Weeknd getting no Grammy nominations?
That's actually crazy to me.
Oh, don't even bring it up. I hate their Grammys.
That was a damn.
I really like The
He
Weeknd.
broke records. I
Yeah.
don't understand.
And there's a general consensus in the music industry, like, yeah, The Weeknd's good. Nobody thinks he's bad.
Yeah.
But don't forget,
Anyway,
Macklemore in 2014 won Best Rap Album over Good Kid, Mad City,
Macklemore.
Magna Carta, Holy Grail, and Nothing
my.
Was the Same. And I know I'm missing something else. Oh,
Mad City.
no, I said Mad City.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Good Kid,
I
Mad
hear you.
City, Nothing Was the Same, Magna Carta, Holy Grail, and was it Yeezus? Give me a second.
No, yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was Jesus. Yeah, I remember because I saw like a TikTok on it today or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Macklemore won.
Macklemore's got a lot of fire like bops that are kind of timeless. Like
wait, you know what? It might not be 2014. It might be 2013. Give me 1 second.
Can't Hold Us is a timeless bar right there.
Yeah, but like that's it.
Really? I mean,
That's it.
a couple of years ago, like my sophomore year of high school, Glorious would be played all the time.
Oh my, I love that.
Good Old Days would be played all the time on like the radio.
Yeah, but those really aren't like rap songs.
Yeah, I mean it's mostly the features that really like boost it, but still.
All right, what about like Wings then? I think that's a rap song.
You know
See,
why?
I haven't heard that song in like 3
This is
years.
my theory on rap songs. Any rap song with a children's choir that sings is always like heat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Heat right after that.
But it has to be like an innocent type thing.
Yeah, like I wanna fly, can you take me far?
Or what's it called? Okay, it's not really innocent, but Toy Soldiers by Eminem.
Yeah.
That song with the kids in the background. It's such a sad song, but it just makes it like 10 times better.
Yeah, because it can't be like anything about like bad stuff, like doing like the kids can't be singing like things about like doing drugs or killing
Yeah.
people. Also, like ruins the kids part of it.
Yeah.
Like
Toy
that Lucas Graham song. Was it that Lucas Graham song that was like
7 years or something like that? Yeah.
years? It was another song. Mama said
Oh,
it was okay. Mama
yeah,
said
I like that song. I like that song.
like any song with a children's choir is like a hit. I would love to have a children's choir featured on like any song that I write.
I don't
Yeah.
know why I can't find these. I'm looking for the other nominees from that year.
Logic also has one that's pretty good. He goes, let me look it up. I can't remember the song.
See, I don't really listen to Logic.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know who put me on Logic?
Who?
Sean, our friend Sean Gavin. He put me on Logic. Actually, like, I mean, I like the lyrics. I like his Twitch streams. He's not a bad rapper. I kind of like him. And Ian Dior, he's young and coming up.
Dude, my 2K has been sitting at 25 for like an hour.
You have 2K21.
No, I'm re-downloading 2K20.
It was
We're gonna
2014.
take a little break here, a little bathroom break. So we'll be back in a little bit.